Hey students, this is lesson 1-9, patterns, equations, and graphs. Our objective here is to use tables, equations, and graphs to describe relationships. Go ahead and do this vocab. You can check back with your answers. All right, first of all, we have to be able to understand what it means to be a solution of a two-variable equation. And we can easily give the values of variables for a two-variable equation by using an ordered pair. And just remember that the first number in the ordered pair represents the independent variable x, and the second number represents the dependent variable y. So to check to see if this is a solution, all we have to do is replace y with 15 and substitute 5 for x, and then just check its truth value. So is 15 equal to 3 times 5? Well, 3 times 5 is 15, so since that's true, x, the ordered pair 5, 15 is a solution to the equation y equals 3x. All right, you try. Okay, using a table, an equation, and a graph, we're going to show how to do this problem 3 different ways. We're first going to do a table and then an equation and a graph. And so let's set up our variables. Let's let x equal, so it says you are 4 inches taller than your brother. So let's let x equal your brother's height. And we'll let y equal your height. All right, and then if I create a table for this, just a quick little XY table, we can have some different heights for your brother. And I'm not sure how tall he is, but let's say we start at 40, maybe 45, 50, 55, 60, that's 5 feet tall, 65. And it says that you are 4 inches taller than your brother. So you would be 44, 49, 54, 59, 64, and 69. Okay, now we're going to make a graph for this. All right, so I set up a graph, and notice I made an x and a y axis appropriate for this. I started at 40, so we need to keep that in mind. But when your brother is 40, you are 44. That'd be about right there. When your brother's 45, you're 49. When your brother's 50, you're 54, and so on. And since you can really be any heights in between there, we can go ahead and draw a line through those points like that. And that can represent this situation. Now, one last thing we're going to do, we're going to write an equation. So y is equal to, now remember y is your height. Your brother is always 4 more than that, and more is adding. So it's just y equals x plus 4. All right, you go ahead and try that. All right, so here's a definition that you need to know. Inductive reasoning is the process of reaching a conclusion based on an observed pattern. So we're going to do that a little bit here. The table shows the relationship between the number of chairs and the total number of legs. Extend the pattern. What is the total number of legs on 10 chairs? Well, obviously x is going up by 1, so we can extend that pattern until we get to 10, because we want 10 chairs. And then if you subtract consecutive values in the y column, you always get 4. So this is adding 4 every time. So if we want to keep adding 4, that'd be one way to get the answer. And get 40 legs for 10 chairs. The other thing is we could write a relationship between x and y here. We know that y is equal to 4 times x just by looking at our table here. So we could just take 4 times 10 to get our answer, and that's 40 legs. All right, you try it. Make sure you note the colors on this next pattern. All right, go ahead and do the lesson check and be ready to share your answers in our next class. We'll see you later.